sucks. I try to work out and I just get fatigued so fast that I can't even finish my workouts. I haven't been able to work out consistently ever since I had COVID. Been having a lot of chest pains. I get fatigued a lot. I feel like it's really stunting my workout too because I'm just not seeing the gains that I normally would working out as much as I do. I don't know what else to do, so I think I'm just gonna go to the doctor and get a checkup. I think there's much more I'm gonna gain unless I go to the doctor and get checked out. So I'm going in today to get this heart monitor put on, just trying to figure out what's going on. Sucks, but gotta do what I gotta do, so. It's crazy, man. I've been feeling so good lately, but ever since COVID, everything's just been thrown off. And now like this heart issue. I feel like a lot of this has to do with why I'm not excelling in the jumping department. So we'll see.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Been better, but
What are you having?
a lot of heart, like it's like my heart's like skipping a beat. Sometimes it's like stopping and starting again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being tired a lot, but just
Not
those two
sleeping
things.
well?
Not sleeping
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and let me get this taken care of, and then I'll go let the provider know, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, there you go. You're gonna keep this on for 24 hours. You're gonna just make sure not to try to do anything too strenuous, and then just go ahead and write everything down, that every little monitor beat that you feel, kind of thing. Just keep it into that, and then go from there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then we'll see you back, and if there's any concerns, we'll give you a call.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you.
All right. So gotta wear this for the next 48 hours, which sucks because can't work out, can't shower, basically can't do nothing. So back like when I had COVID, so we'll see. All right, so I just dropped that monitor off. I basically gotta wait for the results. So until then, you know, there's nothing really I can do. Think about to head to Las Vegas and meet up with my boy Chase. He really wants to help me on some of my jump techniques, so hopefully we can get some improvements there at least. Also, man, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's been rocking with me on this journey on my YouTube channel. It's been crazy the amount of growth I've been having. Really trying to think of something I can do to like show you guys how much I appreciate it. If you guys think of some ideas, you know, comment down below. Let me know something you think I could do that'd be dope just to give back to the fans. Either way, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. Anyways, see you guys in Vegas. All right, so we just hit Vegas. About to link up with my boy Chase, but I thought first I'd stop off. I heard about this dope shoe store out here, so I'm gonna go check it out, see what they got. So we in Vegas with my boy Caleb.
You already know.
Make sure y'all hit him up on the IG, showing some love. About to look for some kicks, man.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So we're in Las Vegas with this thing. And, you know, we're just gonna go get some shoes, a whole bunch of stuff, so let's go.
It's crazy. This is like the first time in a long time I've been out like in the mall. Everything's been shut down. And you know, in Cali for sure. So it's just different now, like Vegas being everything open. And look, it's mad people in here too. It's a lot of people in here. Woo! A lot compared to, you know, before for sure. Urban Necessities. The store's got a lot of dope kicks, man. The dope thing about it is they got the code on the back of the shoe, so all you do is scan this on your phone. It tells you what size they have in stock, so you don't even need to ask for help or anything like that, so it's pretty dope. My man about to try the shoe thing. It's crazy. I can't do it.
Do it.
Wish him luck, though. Let's see if he go crazy. Take your time, man. Take your time.
I ain't go for these ones. Move up. Oh, move up. It says move up.
You gotta hold it and then let go, right? Oh no! They set him up, man. That's crazy.
Let's try one more time.
How much is it for one try?
It's fine.
$5? Oh, dude. Balling right now. Hold on.
Now that I know.
All right, now he knows. Now he knows what to do. All right, let's go crazy. All right, it's lit. It's lit. Hey, I believe in you. I got faith, man.
I appreciate you.
Let's go, boy.
Ready?
Let's get it. Let's go! Rolling sabotage. Hold on, man. Hey, that's tough, bro. Found a subscriber, man. My man Dalen. What's your YouTube channel? Bag Runner TV. Go show him some love, man. I'm gonna put it in the description too, man. It's all good. Man, this store crazy. Look at this. They got the Supreme. That's lit. We about to try to go crazy in the Supreme joint. Yes, sir. About to turn up. Let's go. They ain't ready for the kid, boy. I was born for this. Oh, that's crazy. They cheated me.
Taking the shorts.
Man, thank you. Appreciate it. Finally get to see the spot. This is my boy Caleb.
How you doing, man? Pretty good, Caleb. Nice to meet you.
Okay, come
Yeah,
on.
man, look. I had to come to the Guru. I told you we was going to Vegas to check it out, so we here.
Yeah, we're gonna get some jumps in. We're gonna
We're gonna see
some progress today.
We're gonna see what we can do, man.
Yeah. You're the first pro dunker I ever dunked with. So.
That's what I was
Yeah,
telling him.
yeah.
I was telling him in the car. No, we literally first time we hung out was what gym did we go to?
The first time was at that was it Ojai? We had that dunk show with Adam and all that.
Oh, bro, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That was really the first time.
That was the first time, man. First time.
I was talking about when me and you actually we just dunked out here in Vegas
exactly,
that
yeah,
day.
You came out to Vegas. We went to a rec center.
Yeah.
That's when I'm going to put that on.
You got that footage?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put that on there. You can see that was literally the first show we did.
Yep. That was like one of the first days I was ever making windmills.
Long way. Look, now he's the top of the mountain, right? I'm trying to get back up there, man.
So you said you've been having some issues. What's going on?
Bro, so everything was downhill. So I had COVID. I don't know if you've seen. I had COVID, but before, I was just getting back in shape. I feel like I was making good strides. Once COVID happened, like everything went downhill. I started having like horrible chest pains. I couldn't stay running on the treadmill.
Yeah, so it was just COVID after effects. Yeah.
After effects, and then like I having heart issues now. I had to just actually had to get EKG, full like the whole thing, like crazy.
How's the EKG and everything?
So they said I had a abnormal reading, so I had to go get another heart monitor. I had to sleep in it for 48 hours. That was crazy. It felt like I was going up, and I like started going
Just
back.
tired as hell now. Yeah.
Professor, and he's like, bro, you need to get back into like social media and all that. I was just like, and he kind of like really pushed me, like, no, you can really do it. So then I just started back. And I posted that first dunk. Remember when I tagged you in October? I was like, I can't believe this is how far down I came. Yeah, man, I was like, I've been telling him for probably, how long you say, like 3 or 4 months? I was like, bro, I gotta get down to Vegas.
Yeah,
I was like,
about 3 or 4
feel like
months.
you at least could see what's going on. Bro, even Billy, me and Billy went. He was like, bro, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, he was like, I don't know. I was like, really? You don't? I was like, dang, it's over. I was like, if you can't help me, I was like, it's over. And I was like, nah, I gotta hit up Chase for sure. Like I was telling him when we first started, like you were like barely dunking. And you just broke the whole thing down like to a science.
Yes.
And you figured it out like.
It just kept working on it, man. I had goals, I wanted to do it. So.
But that's the blessing and the curse. It's like when you have natural ability, you don't take advantage of like actually learning why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like, I just was blessed with it. And I worked out. Like I wasn't just like
No, you got lots of reps in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of guys are like that. You just go and you it's one of those things where you're a little bit better than other people, and then you like doing it.
Yeah.
So you do it all the time, and then you get better and better and better and better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And getting reps and dunking is a skill. Like especially like even more so than jumping, dunking is a skill. So
For sure.
A lot of people can get stronger and jump a little higher, but making the dunks and doing the tricks is a whole other thing.
that's a
right?
whole different level.
So it's like you have the combination of doing both. You get good at dunking, and then you jump a lot more, and you get better at jumping, and the cycle just continues and goes. And it works for a lot of people, but then there are some people that just like were never close, to be able to do the dunks.
So they never even know.
You never get those reps in because what's the point when you're not close, right? So,
And that's like all the stuff I lost. Like even like I said, ever since COVID, I got COVID like end of December, beginning of January. But like ever since then, it's like I haven't lifted good. Like my lifts have been like on and off. I can't stay on the treadmill. So I'm like about to pass out. We'll hoop. Maybe like after 2 games, I'm like,
yeah. So what I see today is like let's have you warm up the way you would. Graduate foam roll, you can do whatever you want, and then we'll get a few jumps in.
okay.
Get enough to where you feel comfortable, and then And we'll come back in here, we'll warm up, I'll run you through some stuff, we'll run through a little technique stuff.
Okay.
And then we'll go back out and get some more jumps in.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I could jump, but I wasn't like a great dunker. I missed dunks all the time, and it was because I never practiced dunks like that.
And I used to practice a lot. Well, you know, Young Hollywood used to make me. Because
Yeah.
I was the opposite. Like, I just hooped and I could jump high.
Yeah.
And then the dunker thing came around and I was like, oh, it's a good way to make some side money.
Yeah.
Learning how to dunk,
Yep.
like trick-wise. But then I kind of got invested in it. It's like, oh, it's pretty cool, learn how to do different stuff. So me and Hollywood used to go crazy. But yeah, ever since I stopped, even him would be like, oh, let's just go to the park and dunk. And I'd be like, and now I remember why I didn't like doing this. Like, it ain't fun. Like, if you go from being like a real basketball, yeah, and especially by yourself too, you don't have no one to like even.
When I walk in a gym, I can't dunk.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't dunk. Cold, I can't. Like,
Sometimes
yeah.
the same way.
I never could, even at my best. Like I never could just walk in the gym and be like, oh, I'm gonna dunk. It would have to be warm. I'm gonna spend 30 minutes warming up and like.
Yeah, like when I was younger, I could, but like now, it's like I don't even know if it's just the motivation of it or I'm just like I just like can't do it.
Yeah, you see, some of those guys are just like built for it. So like, I remember so many times going to the contest and Key, oh hey Key, we want to get some footage. Can you jump over this car?
Like, okay, sure, no problem. Real quick,
Jump over the car.
you know who else was like that? It was crazy. Was Darlington. Let's do Justin Darlington with dunk. I'd be like, bro, go home. Like this is retarded. You dunking for 4 hours straight.
360 between the legs and flip flops when he gets to the gym.
Yeah, he's like, oh, just warming up, just getting ready. I'm like, no, I'm over. I'm done now. And help the dunkers in the NBA dunk contest. You actually, who's the last guy? Because the last person won that you.
Yeah, so I've done it for 4 years. The first year was Glenn. That's the big poster thing over here. So that was just working with him against all the dunkers. And that was, I mean, I went into it knowing that was a lineup right there. I mean, we had Derek Jones. You had to go against Aaron Gordon. You know, it was
Derek Jones in high school was crazy.
I mean, Derek Jones rookie year. So it was like we already knew what it was. So you know, the game plan was, you know, got to come out, make your dunks, number one, put the pressure on those guys. And, you know, I watched Derek do all his contests, so I knew, like, okay, so we're going to have to do some stuff to combat the stuff that he does. Mm-hmm. And then I just had a feeling that year that Aaron was going to mess up. I feel like the expectations were too high. He was going to try to do too much.
Yeah.
So, and it ended up working out exactly like that. So once we came out with that big first dunk, it was just, all right, all you gotta do is make your dunks now.
Yeah, that's how most dunk contests work. You know, it's like you start off strong.
Yep.
If you get a good crowd reaction and get the crowd on your side and the judges on your side, everything else is like you just coasting through. Like just don't mess up.
Yeah. NBA, they had their guys there watching you practice, so you haven't practiced the day before, and we didn't want anybody to see anything. So Carlton, who runs the contest, he was kind of pissed off. He was like, man, I want to see
What's gonna happen?
Yeah,
because they're so over nervous. They want to see the run and show and all that.
He wants to know if he's going to be good, how to film it, all that sort of stuff. So I was like, hey, give me your camera guys. So I walked through. It's like, he's going to come from this angle. He's going to do a dunk here. So film from this. You know, I'll walk through the whole thing with him, but we didn't show him anything. Went to a gym that night on our own, practice. Got in this extra reps. He came out and killed it. So once he killed it, NBA basically reached out and were like, you guys obviously know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You did awesome. So we'd love to have you involved with more guys. So since then, they've basically just made us available to the dunkers. So the next year was Donovan Mitchell, Larry Nance, you had Dennis Smith Jr., and Oladipo.
Oladipo, I thought he was actually gonna go.
Oladipo had so much bounce. He hit a brand new dunk that only Jay Clark had ever done. So that whirlwind, he did that in practice. You know, a few tries. So I mean, to pick up a dunk like that in a few tries shows you how unbelievable these guys are. They just don't practice dunks.
They don't practice dunks. That's why I tell people all the time. It's like, dude, these NBA dunkers, like if they really wanted to go crazy, but they gotta all around practice their game. They're not just focused on one aspect.
I mean, to speak on that, it's like Donovan. The first day, Donovan was excited to work with us. Flew us out to Salt Lake. Got out there and they had played the Spurs the night before. It was like an overtime game or something, and his team was like, "Hey, no jumps today." So we went out there to go practice his dunk contest dunks, and he's like, "The team won't let me jump." So we just had to kind of go through game plan, verbally, and come up with a lot of stuff there. But they're not even concerned with the dunking part at all. It's
all about the performance,
right?
yeah.
So you're not worried about that stuff. Like I said, these guys pick up these dunks. It's incredible. The one thing that's like not as well known as like our contests are somewhat similar. Like if you're doing a contest for TV or something, you have commercial breaks, you have like long set times,
And everything's like dotted in. It's
It's-
like
yeah.
4 minutes and 2 seconds, not 1 second more.
yeah, it's like it's way more crucial for them, for the crew, right? It's
Yeah.
getting their stuff lined up, and it's once they're lined up, hey, you need to go.
And
right?
even for advertisers and stuff too. I remember
Yeah.
me and Young Hollywood, we did the halftime show one year, and the lady literally told him, "Hey, if you miss your dunk, just keep walking off stage because you don't have time to do it again because
Exactly,
we got brand deals and sponsors for commercials. If you cut into their time, that's fine."
Yeah.
So they're like, "Hey, try to make the dunk. If you miss, walk off stage."
Yeah, so I mean, you get into some of that, like, hey, you need to be able to do your 3 or 4 dunks that you can do on command, cold. That's what the NBA contest is.
Yeah.
Those guys have a warm up time in the back, but then you have 45 minutes or an
Just
hour
sitting
of
there.
sitting there, right? And I mean, they're sitting there for the introductions on the stage. You know, it's dope that they're getting, you know, shout out and they're getting all that attention, but they're getting cold.
The whole time they're getting
Right.
cold.
And then you may be the 4th person, you got 3 other people going, you got commercial breaks, so it may be an hour before you actually get up and do your dunks.
Which is insane.
These guys are coming out cold.
Yeah.
And so the dunks that we have them do, they have to be able to do on command and cold. So you're not gonna see, you know, it's crazy that you do see a guy like Obi Toppin this year do a win reverse. It's crazy that you see, you know, Glenn jump over 2 people in a stack. Like those are pro contest
Dunks, for
dunks
sure.
that pro dunkers do to get perfect scores, right? And they're doing them cold.
Yeah.
And it's a super underappreciated.
Absolutely, no, I definitely I agree with that because like you said, I know sometimes when we did like TV type shows, it's like so much. It's like warm up, now sit, or even when we did Dunk Kings, it's like you're gonna dunk after lunch. It's like
And that second day at Dunk King, she was like, "You're next up." So I was like, "All right, perfect." I had like 25 minutes. Did my whole warm up.
Get
like,
ready.
got my caffeine in. I'm good to go. I'm sweating. And then she's like, "All right, break time."
break, go for lunch, see you in an hour and a half. It's like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah, now I can't even eat lunch because I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
like no, I'm not gonna do that. So
it's the thing, you don't want to eat before you go to dunk, so it's just
You gotta
crazy.
re-warm up again, all that sort of stuff.
It's
But
the
yeah,
worst.
it's they're going through the same thing, and that's, you know, it's underappreciated. It's you get to see the best of guys when they're on Instagram and YouTube. You know, the dunks that they made.
Yeah, but you don't know how long it took
How
to
long it
make
took.
it.
It's the best dunks. Like, you know, Max was great about talking about how he missed that, like the blind catch one. He missed it like 250 times or something in a
Yeah.
row, and then made it. Like, but that's the one that goes viral, is the one you make.
And it's funny, I was just talking to Professor about that in the last video. Like, it's so much easier. Not necessarily that it's easier, but you have more opportunities to make a name for yourself now than you did 20 years ago. Because think about it. If you couldn't do that dunk in a contest, you wouldn't even have been validated.
Exactly.
But now it's like, if you get it on camera one time and it's clean,
Yeah.
it's on Sports Center, House of Highlights, Hoop Mixtape, it's everywhere.
And the dunkers now talk about that sort of stuff. Like Connor was just here. He came by the crib when he was here, what, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we were talking about that. It's like, I'm like, hey, focus on your 4 dunks that you're gonna do every single time you go to a show, every single contest.
Sure.
Make them every time, and then, you know, add in the 1 or 2
As
dunks
you get
that, you know,
crispy
if
on
you-
the main ones.
Yeah, if you get a chance to do it, do it. Like he did the one in the ball, and he was here for a celebrity game.
I
He
saw
did
that.
warm-ups. You know, he did the
Bro, look, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I seen it and I was telling him, 'cause I was like, oh, my boy Chase be doing all the variations of that. And then I had to slow it down. I said, wait, I thought he just went behind his back and dunked it. I had to go back and watch it in slow man. Like, wait, he threw that off the glass.
To me, it's a top 3 dunk ever.
Those types of, no, for sure. But the thing that's crazy, those types of dunks are hard for a dunk contest, right? Just think about it. I'm a dunker and I missed it. So imagine if you were just a casual judge, like, you know how they, like, they wouldn't even have known what happened. They'd have been like, oh, that was pretty cool. It's like, no, that was incredible.
Yeah. But we had people there, because I was like, oh, I went down after and was like walking around talking to everybody, and, you know, guys that play pro basketball up there in the car, like, what did he do there? Like, did he lose the ball? I'm like, no, he did that on purpose. He threw it behind his back off the backboard.
That's what I'm saying.
Went up and got it. Like, it's insane.
That's the tricky part about dunk contests too. You could do like the most technically incredible dunk, but if the crowd or the judges don't understand it, you still won't get a good score.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we like have these guys do in the contest. Is if you are, it's about the after the dunk effect. So you know how it is.
Yeah.
Like you could go and do a windmill, or somebody could do a one-hand dunk. The person that does the one-hand dunk and like acts the part may get a better score versus somebody who does a tomahawk, under the same leg they jumped off of, or whatever, just because of the way that they act, the way that the crowd goes into it. The judges see all that stuff, and That's why the scoring this year was so bad in the NBA contest, is because there was no crowd. If you had NBA players there all around who knew what they were looking at, you get the reactions. You get Giannis going crazy, you get whatever, and that makes the score go
Makes the
higher.
score go higher, absolutely, for sure.
Try to set me up. My man trying to set me up with the ball.
Remember that day you messaged me on the IG? He was like, "Your run up is just not even there." I don't know if it's because of my knee or what, but I can't get that
Explosiveness.
explosive run like I used to.
You used to come in with all kinds of speed.
Yeah.
Say your knee hurts and everything else, that limits it, right? Get a standing reach first. So we got, I mean, that's not most people would love to be at 10-10. Let's start there. So you got 10-10 on your best jump. We tested a bunch of different ways. 10-10 was the best one today. So we are going to run you through some warm-up stuff. I'll show you some mobility things, get you loosened up a little bit, and then we're gonna get out there, and I'm confident we're gonna be able to get 11.
11 feet. That's 3 inches higher than
So it's gonna be 2 inches higher.
2 inches higher
than your best jump today.
than my best jump today.
Yeah. So that's the goal. 11 is gonna put you back to being a windmill king.
Watch out.
Back here, instead of letting it shift out, we want to keep it in.
Keep it in.
And then as you rotate up, we want to be able to feel stretch along the outside of the glute. Super tight to the back.
Yeah. Back super tight. I don't feel it as much here as I feel it more.
Yeah, so you haven't gotten there. You're not to the point where we can stretch that glute yet.
Oh,
So we're hitting some immobility before there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is a great one to work on because you have a lot of range to go.
So definitely keep this in the tank.
Yep.
Feel it like a little bit.
Yeah, so as you get deeper and deeper and you get more rotated up, you'll feel it on the outside of that glute. Be a lot worse for somebody that came in here and they could just move well and they're strong and they still can't jump. You know, so yeah, then I have a lot less stuff to work on.
Yeah.
You know, the more stuff I have to work on, the more potential there is.
For sure.
Use the pad and try to work your knees down towards the pad. Ideally, we want to be able to work our knees down towards the ground, but your feet are probably going to be pretty tight.
Okay.
Bring the pad in a little closer so you can work your way in. Next progression, like once you get to where if you can get to here, next progression is to sit back.
Am I?
Yeah, just go ahead and try to work your knees to the ground first and see where we're at. How your feet feel. Try to keep as much weight into your toes as you can. Tight from there. Okay, good. So we'll just keep a little pressure there and maybe hold it for like 20 seconds. Okay, so we're just going to keep the knees spread apart. This is just a monster walk. So we're keeping tension on the band. Just a little short steps. So we don't want to go big steps. We just want to go short steps. Good. Short steps. It'll probably feel somewhat easy to start, and then you'll feel burn here at some point.
I already know what's coming. I can start feeling this.
Yep.
Hold up though.
Yep, you're doing good. Keep the knees out as much as you can. There you go. Good.
Yeah, my hips is burning.
I'm sorry, burn. So once you get to the to the weights there, you can stop, take a break. Okay. So we're gonna go Same thing on the way back. This time we're just gonna add a little upper body warm up as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this band, and as you shuffle, just pull apart. Okay.
Okay.
But we're not trying to like wear anything out. We're just trying to get the blood moving.
Okay.
Keep your hips down a little more. Good. Keep the knees wide. All right, take a break here if you need to. And that's good.
Phew. That was real. It might not look crazy, but that was pretty crazy.
Drive your hips up into the ground while you squeeze on that.
Okay. Oh, sheesh. Okay.
There you go. Good. Back down. Now this next rep, think about keeping your ribs and your chin tucked down as you drive your hips up. Feel that a lot better? Keep squeezing in the ball. We're just gonna do, let's do like 4 more reps. Squeeze the hips up as far as you can. Not sure I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, it's like, yeah, this is, I need work and all this stuff. So.
All right, so now we're just gonna, we want to desensitize the knees a little bit before we go back out and jump.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go Bulgarian squat,
Oh, yeah.
leg back, and we're just gonna hold this position, hold it, just like this. So the band's gonna want to pull you down a little bit. So you, instead of just sitting here, holding position, you're actually like squeezing your legs. Back knee down, good. Keep your chest up, pull into the band. As much as all those other variations that you see on the internet, you know, this sort of stuff, isometrics, slow eccentrics, and we'll get into the weight room later, this is what's going to keep the pain out of your knee. That's one of the reasons we like to do it before jump sessions,
Gotcha.
is to desensitize the area. Then you can go ahead and you can get better workouts in.
When you,
Exactly. Just up slow, pull down fast. So you see how far in front that is? Bring it in closer. So you can see how this one, it does a couple things. So one, it helps you dynamically warm up the hips, the hamstrings, all that sort of stuff for jumping. 2, that one leg jump, most people, like you're talking about you one leg jump. One leg jump is not a bend and jump. One leg jump is a push off this leg, and then we're pole vaulting off this leg, right? So this leg is stiff, and we're using the hip
to push yourself
to
kind of
pull
back up.
right? So this is the gas, this is creating the force, this is the pole vault. So we're going up off there, but through that, the hamstrings and the hip contract a lot. So this drill is really great for that. We'll talk about jump technique a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so the plant. So you know, plant foot, block foot. So what this means is, this is the first of your 1, 2. So like if you're left, right, this left contact is your plant. So the push into it is called your penultimate. This is your plant foot. This is your block foot, takeoff. We want to keep our weight back. What's happening is our weight is traveling forward as we're running up, right? So in order to give ourselves more time to create more force on the ground, if we have our weight going forward and it's here, as we make contact here, now when I try to push off, set my weights forward, that's where you'll see people do what we call diving through their jump. So instead of being able to redirect vertically, their weight's too far forward, they go through shallow, right? So they're jumping shallow versus jumping up. So we want to focus on keeping our weight back. Ideally, make contact with this foot with our weight back here. From here, you would cycle this foot through sideways here as fast as you can while keeping your chest back. So this ideally happens super fast. So as this foot makes contact, the other foot comes through quick as we can get it. So we want to go from here to here super aggressive. And it's the ball of the foot making contact and go, try to make a squeak. Squeak. There you go, good. There you go, I like that. Big push, tall chest. I like that. So helping this aggressive swing with the arms is gonna pull your chest. You know who's great at that is Jordan.
Yeah.
Again, he's super aggressive with his arm swing.
His is sick.
Watch his position here. I mean, his chest is like this.
Yeah, because egos. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I had a little, but it was never like.
You do that, you're gonna be able to bring in more speed. Think back to that day. Remember how we announced James Harden in the Rosen win? Higher. Timing. That was still off.
Hey man, just got done with this quick workout with my guy Chase.
What's up, y'all?
Got 2 inches literally in what, like an hour?
Yeah. Just
Hour and a
working
half.
on a little bit of technique.
A little bit of tweaking. So hey, he's the truth, man. Y'all gotta go follow him and jump on that program for sure. All right, man. So there it is. We just finished the workout. Appreciate it again, man. And just so y'all know, look, when I get my first windmill, I'm gonna be having this shirt on right here.
What's up?
Go check this out, man. This guy's the truth.